Hello, today we are going to discuss digital logic design using VLSI circuits. So in this particular tutorial, we are going to design some basic digital circuits like basic AND gate, OR gate, NOR gate or XOR gate by using VLSI technology. So before begin with this, I should tell something to all my readers that what is it all about CMOS, because the moment we are start discussing about VLSI circuits is all about CMOS circuit design. The moment we are discussing about CMOS, that is nothing but complementary metal oxide semiconductor, we must understand that the basic structure of CMOS is nothing but a combination of PMOS and NMOS. So if you design a CMOS is nothing but a combination of a PMOS, where a PMOS is comprises of three legs. One is gate, another is drain and source. So similarly, there is another NMOS is also there, which is having gate, drain and source. So these are the three basic terminals of a MOS. We all know this. Now the moment we are discussing about VLSI circuits, first we need to understand that what is CMOS. So CMOS consisting of one PMOS and another NMOS. The moment we are clubbing these two like this way, in this particular circuit we can see that the gate is getting common. See, now the gate is getting common, right? And the PMOS must be connected with VDD. That is, in digital logic design we also can term VDD as logic high. And the NMOS should also connected with ground. That is nothing but logic low. So there are certain ideas are there, like if you analyze its symbol or structure of a CMOS, VLSI CMOS, then we must draw and understand the circuit like this way. So in the very beginning of this tutorial, let us understand the two blocks. One is PUN, another is PDN. So PUN consisting, or its name it is as pull up network, which consists of only PMOS, who's having multiple number of inputs, that is data inputs and single output. Similarly, pull down network is also consisting of multiple level of data inputs and single output. We also must ensure that the pull down network must be connected to ground. Now the question is that why pull up network is always comprises of PMOS. The very basic concept of this is, as we all know, that PMOS circuit or the PMOS transistors can easily pass logic high. So that is why pull up network is always connected is as in the upside, that is in the up circuit or up network. And similarly, as the NMOS can always surpass logic 0 easily, so that is why pull down network always consisting of NMOS circuit. Okay, so after finalizing this symbol, then we must go to design a very simple basic CMOS inverter. Now this is the circuit diagram of a basic CMOS inverter circuit. To design a basic CMOS inverter circuit, we must understand what is the digital logic of it. So in digital electronics, we all know that how to draw a CMOS inverter. So this is a digital inverter and this is CMOS inverter. Try to understand the difference between these two. So in digital logic design, a inverter circuit, we all know the symbol of it, where it can always pass logic 0 to logic 1 and vice versa. So if you want to draw the truth table of it, so let me draw the truth table of it. If this is input and this is output, so always if the input is 0, then the output is 1. If the input is 1, then the output will be 0. So here also we need to understand that do we justify this particular diagram? Then only we can understand that this is how the CMOS inverter operates. It is perfectly alright. So let me discuss this thing very precisely. So here in the input side, if you apply logic 0, that is case 1, then what will happen? See, in this particular inverter circuit, I am using this blue color pen to identify here as it is a 0. Say suppose if we are applying 0 value to gate terminal, then this 0 value will be passed through PMOS and NMOS simultaneously. So as due to bubble is there, so automatically what we'll do? We know that bubble always performs the automatic inversion. So this 0 will be inverted, and in this particular PMOS, what is the value will be available? That is 1. But in case of NMOS, as there is no bubble is there, so directly this 0 value will be available in NMOS. Here we must also understand the basic principle of this particular circuit. What is that? If any MOS, okay, whether it is a PMOS or NMOS, if any MOS is having 0, that means it is in off state, and if any MOS is having 1, that means we can say that the MOS is in on state. So if you use this postulate here also, then what we must understand from this particular thing, here as PMOS is having currently 1 value, that means the PMOS it is in on state. But as NMOS is having 0 value, that means we can say that NMOS is now it is in off state. As the NMOS it is in off state, that means it is a open circuit. See, this is in open circuit. Off state means this is a open circuit. But if the MOS is on state, then we can call it as closed circuit. This is open circuit and this is short circuit. Okay, by the basic principle of electrical circuits. So here also the same thing. As 1 value is available in PMOS, this is on and this is off. So simultaneously what is happening in the output side? So the output is directly connected to VDD through PMOS. Why? Because the PMOS is on but the NMOS is off. So the output is not connected to ground because it is an off circuit or the circuit is broken. So we can say if we apply logic 0 in gate input terminal, then the output can easily connected with VDD through PMOS and the output is having value of 1. So case 1 justified. Similarly, if we apply 1 in the gate terminal, that is case 2, then what will happen? If we apply 1 here in gate, due to this bubble here in this particular PMOS 0 value will be available, and as here no bubble is there, so 1 will be available in NMOS. So we can say the NMOS is on now and PMOS is off now. So we can say that the for the value of 1 in the gate terminal, the output is directly connected with ground through NMOS terminal, and the value will be what? The value will be 0. Why? Because the output is connected to ground. What is the value of the ground? It is always low. So 0. So case is justified. So this is how we design basic logic CMOS inverter. Now in detail, let me draw another concept of theory in this particular tutorial, that is design of a 2-input CMOS NAND gate. Very important. So if you want to design a 2-input CMOS NAND gate, so there are certain steps are there. Okay. So step 1 is write down the expression, Boolean expression of NAND gate. So what is that? Y is equal to A dot B bar. And step 2 is make the inversion of it. Why? Because CMOS is always make automatic inversion due to its internal properties of the structure. So Y bar will be of A dot B bar of bar. So it is nothing but A dot B by using Boolean postulate. Step 3 will be the diagram of it. What is that? Now there are two postulates are there. This dot is nothing but AND operation. So for AND operation, we must know that, or we must design that NMOS will always be connected in series and PMOS will always be connected in parallel. Similarly, if it is a case of A plus B, it would have been a case of A plus B, then it will be of the operation of OR gate, where NMOS will always be connected in parallel and PMOS will always be connected in series. In other tutorials also we will see that if there are any OR operations are there, I will make you understand that how the connections will be. Okay, for this particular case, what we will see is, now NMOS we all know, just now we have seen that NMOS is connected in pull down network, right? So here PMOS is nothing but it is connected in parallel, that is pull up network. So as it is A dot B, that means AND operation, so pull up network, that is PMOS, will be connected in parallel. So there will be two PMOS. So this is one PMOS, another PMOS is this one. So if I can write down, this is A and this is B, and obviously the moment we are connecting this together, then only we can say that A and B are connecting in parallel. And as only the two transistors are there, so these are the two transistors connected in parallel in pull up network. But the moment we want to discuss the CMOS, that means not only PMOS will be sufficient, we also need to complete the circuit by using NMOS, that is nothing but pull down network. So here we know that NMOS connected should be in series. How many transistors is there? Two transistors. So A and B. So here it is one A, another is one B. So it is A and this is B. So this is how the pull down network is also connected in series. So the pull up network should be connected with VDD if you want to complete the circuit, and pull down network, that is only this much, this is the pull down network, this should be connected to ground, and from here in between of it, pull up and pull down network, the output should come. Okay, now you must write down all cases. It will start with case 1. So how many cases are there? To describe this thing, we must go through the truth table of it. we must go through the truth table of NAND gate. So truth table of NAND gate is nothing but like this, where 2 input combination provides 4 separate combinations 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. As we know the truth table of NAND gate, so it must go for 1 1 1 0. I hope you all know this. So here in case 1, if you check this particular case where A is 0 and B is 0, we will see that the output, is it really coming 1 or not. So for that I am using again blue color pen and place this particular value. Here it is A0 and B also 0. I want to see whether it can be of 1 or not. So quickly see this thing. If it is 0, due to bubble, what will happen? Here 1 available data, and due to bubble, here is also the available data is 1. Here also, as this is no bubble is there, so 0 will be available here. Similarly 0 will be available here in B. So we can say as it is 0, so this is in off state. But as this is 1 available in the PMOSes, so this is individually it is in on state. So the output can easily be connected to VDD through either A or either B PMOS, PMOS 1 or PMOS 2. But the output is never ever connected with the ground. Why? Because both are in off state, that is in open circuit. So what is the value will be available? The output is directly connected to VDD. What is the value of VDD? 1, logic 1. So the output here will be 1 if we apply both the value A and B should be 0. So the value is justified. But if you go for the case 2 and case 3 similar of this, let us go for this where A is 0 but B is 1. So if B is 1, so due to there is no bubble, so 1 will be available, but here it is bubble in upside, so it will be 0. So this will be off state, right? But this will be on. But the output is connected with VDD. Why? Because the output is connected through this. See, this particular transistor is on, but here this particular transistor is off. But as it is off also, but the output is getting one connection open and one connection closed. So output is directly having the connection to VDD through a PMOS transistor. Here also if you go analyze the pull down network, we can see the output is directly not connected with transistor A in NMOS. Why? Because it is in off state. Although B NMOS transistor is on, but there is no point of being on, right? Why? Because this particular A transistor, it is off state. So the output is no way connected to ground, but the output is connected to VDD for case 2. So available data is 1. Here the output value will be 1. Similarly case 3, if you quickly go for final case, that is if both the values 1 1, then what will happen? We will see this. So if both it is 1 1, what will happen? Due to 1 here it will be 0, due to 1 here it will be 0. Clearly output it is off and it is also off. So output is no way connected to VDD, but here as due to A and B, here also in NMOSes 1 1 value will be appearing. So clearly the output is directly connected to VDD, that is ground. What is the value of ground? It is nothing but logic 0. So the output value will be available as 0. What is that? 0. So this is how you need to tally your truth table values, what we have already taught in digital electronics with these all cases. And this is the way you need to make sure that you write down all the cases, case 4, and you have to design certain expressions and you have to design certain diagrams, so it can become like you are asked to design a 2 input CMOS AND gate or maybe NOR gate or maybe XOR gate also. So this is the tutorial which only brings out some ideas and design of basic gates, basic logic gates, digital logic gates using CMOS VLSI design. I hope this tutorial helped you. Thank you.